I'm school number 2, and I will be performing Taking Back the Words by John C. Havens. I'm sorry. I truly am. I hate using those words, I'm sorry. Everyone uses them for everything. You can be sorry for bumping someone on the sidewalk, but you have to use the same words for something like this situation, where this is a deep down anguish type of sorry. I wish I could take back the words. There should be a system in life where you get a do-over, like a mulligan in golf. Maybe someday in the future we'll be able to rewind our actions and edit what we say so the end product comes out exactly as we wanted. Throw in a little Photoshop or movie editing software so we can even fade in and out at all the right moments, with some appropriate background music to boot. But that's not going to happen here, is it? You're just standing there. This is what most people would say. I'd wish you'd say something. I'm not sure if I feel that way. I feel like if you say something, it's going to be get out of my life and stay out. Have my words pushed you that far? I'm amazed at the skill I have when it comes to saying the wrong thing. Truly, I'm gifted. I am. There have been a number of times in my life when I could have said something really great and I've bombed. But then there's been even more times when I could have just kept my mouth closed, but for some reason I spoke up and out came some amazingly hurtful thing that really messed up a good relationship. Sort of like what I said to you just now. I don't know if you know, but I like to write. I keep journals and write short stories and that sort of thing. I only bring this up because someday I'd really love to have people read what I write and move them somehow. More often than not, however, I can't decide if I want to move people more or impress them. And I know whenever I write to impress people, whatever I write totally sucks. You can't write and try to impress people. You've got to write from the heart and not worry about people's reactions. Of course, you can always edit what you write and delete a whole file if need be. Anyway, I can tell that your expression that all these words I've said to you after those first words I said to you haven't really amounted to a hill of beans. That makes sense, of course. Words aren't based on quantity, but quality. Wouldn't it be great if there were words we could use in situations like this that would act as a healing medicine for emotional wounds? I wish I could use something like that right now. I'd reach into the soul and I'd mix a potion for you that would warm your throat and heal your heart. Okay, we both know I have to leave. We both know that I'm standing here and I'm trying to mitigate the pain and babbling on and on. I know my place. I have to leave and hope and pray that you'll want to see me again, but that choice is squarely up to you, hands down. Whether or not you know it, I won't try to call you or see you again until you make the first move. I respect you enough to deal with my own agony in private. However, that brings up a point. The fact that I'm willing to leave you alone and give you your space. There's another thing to consider when thinking about our relationship, and that's actions. Words tend to get all the glory in a relationship, but I think actions do speak louder than words when it comes to love. Yes, I said something that can be construed as horrible, and you can focus on those words and let them fester in your heart and burrow in there like a tick or a disease until it corrodes your heart towards me and kills our relationship. But you can also think about all the late night phone calls we've had where we talked about things that we haven't talked about with anyone else. I don't care what you kiss someday or fall in love with or even marry. For this moment in time, we shared intimate moments and words, and that means something. I've also driven to your house dozens of times when you called and were really upset. I didn't ask why, I just came. I didn't tell you how inconvenient it sometimes was, how my parents got mad at me, or I didn't study for a test and failed it, or whatever. I made a choice to be with you. That's got to count for something. It has to. You know how much I care for you. You know that stupid words said in the heat of a moment, no matter what they mean, don't add up to all the actions I've sent your way. You have to put that before the jury in your heart before you sentence me to a life away from you. But that's up to you, I suppose. I'm sensing you might be holding a grudge towards me. Maybe it's too early for you to be holding a grudge. Maybe right now you're just still really ticked. But in case you are holding a grudge or planning on holding one, I'm reminded of something. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a very good thing, don't you think? As compared to never seeing a person again, I mean. I guess that's your answer then. I wish I could take back the words.